start up some conversation with you at least, Job. I know that much.
With me,
Is this a sign? Both Frontierland's entrance signs are now missing at the Magic Kingdom.
I don't think they're missing.
Correct. Disney knows where they are. When I first saw this, I was like, "Oh, this is a nothing article. I was going to skip it because
nothing burger.
They probably are just restoration, whatever." However, there might be more into this. So over the next few years, Frontierland will be changing into Frontierland. I hate that line. Anywho, a better Frontierland with cars that talk. Walt Disney World has announced the ambitious plans to drain and demolition the Rivers of America, Tom Sawyer Island, to prepare for the construction of Cars-themed land. Work on the Cars-themed expansion to Frontierland will start when Disney gets through the permitting processes. Now, we can skip these items that just talks about Frontierland. The entrance sign removed. Some 16 months ago, the first Frontierland sign disappeared. It wasn't too big of a deal at the time, but now we are starting to wonder why it hasn't returned. The sign in question was at the entrance of the sign in question is the entrance sign from Liberty Square. It is a nice sign, simple with messaging, yet effective. It hung freely on a small wooden structure near the Disney Vacation Club. So here's the sign that they're talking about. I mean, you can clearly see in the picture. I don't know when this picture was taken. It needed some help. It needed some love.
Yeah.
It's a little old.
But that's not a 16-month project.
Correct. And again, here it is. Where missing. Congrats. So the question is, what if the lack of what if the lack of a sign is itself a sign? To put the removal of a sign into perspective, let's go back to summer 2023. We knew something was going on. It's happened beyond Big Thunder Mountain, but the skies were decidedly blue around September 2022 for beyond perhaps transferring into something else for the time being. That's when the sign was first removed. As summer turned to fall and fall turned to winter, the Frontierland sign did not return. The new version of the Country Bear Jamboree did open, and Disney had plans. Disney had announced that plans for Frontierland to remain. However, now the second sign is gone, and the first sign still has yet to return. So the question is Frontierland coming back to the Magic Kingdom? Or is the land going to change?
Like change names? Is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm. Change, just be something new, technically.
I mean,
again, the complaint people have had is that Cars doesn't fit into Frontierland.
It does, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, you're going to have Country Bear Jamboree right there, so that makes sense to be in Frontierland. But I don't know. That's why I was like, okay, there's a bit more. There it is. There's a bit more into this article that we might need to discuss and think about.
If anything, I don't think the spirit of Frontierland's leaving. The name might change, though, to reflect something different. I don't know if it's going to be like the West or something like that with the Cars ride, because isn't one of them planning to be more like of an off-road thing?
That is the ride that is planned. Is a off-roading derby rally racing.
So instead of maybe Frontierland, which seems to be more stuck in the past, it could be outdoors or something themed like that. Don't know what you call it.
Well, because that's where, again, as it goes on to talk about. So this is the sign that was between Pirates of the Caribbean and Frontierland, and this is like covered this sign doesn't get damaged that much, and it looks in great condition, and it's gone.
My question is, like, if they are going to change the name, why would they take the signs down now? That's the part that doesn't make sense about this.
Because Big Thunder, which is the biggest part of Frontierland, is closed for the next year.
Yeah, but it's still Frontierland without Big Thunder.
But if you're going to start working on a rebrand, why not start now?
Get people used to it.
Because you can put up the new signs when the new signs are ready instead of just leaving it empty.
I mean, I will agree with you on that. It's odd. and like it's clearly
Oh yeah,
just been wrapped
it's
up.
tarped off. Oh yeah.
Like it's really really odd. And so like even they go on to say
18-month refurbishment of a sign.
yeah, I mean it makes no sense besides the fact of a possible rename. But I mean, I'll question it back this way. What do you call that space then?
Yeah.
I mean, because this whole walkway, Jamie, it's been a long time since you've been in Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
So along this side over here is the Rivers of America, which is where the new land is proposed to go.
Okay.
Or the new attraction, I should say, not new.
I was just gonna say, is it a new land or just some attractions?
Just a new attraction. Country Bear Jamboree is here.
Okay.
No, sorry, it's here. This is a
Yeah.
little shop. And then Pico Bills, which is a restaurant, is back here. But everybody's been talking about how that's probably going to change anyways to become like Tiana's.
Okay.
So what do you name then this stretch of land here that's going to be Country Bear Jamboree and a Tiana restaurant? Because Tiana's and Big Thunder Mountain are way over here. It's a weird layout of an area.
Yeah. IP Central.
Wilderness.
IP Central.
The wilderness. Because so it's the wildest ride in the wilderness.
The great outdoors.
The great outdoors.
It keeps you from growing old.
As long as we get the Country Bears singing it again, I'm all for it.
But I think that might be the way they're going. I just remember in Disneyland, they had the signs right by the Tiki room. That one was gone for years, I thought.
But that one was also, there was a lot more structural repairments that had to be done with that one. And because that one goes over a big walkway, where these ones are little signs that just, again, this sign legitimately just hangs right here.
Yeah.
Because they keep this pathway clear because of the parade floats.
Yes, but that was years that the sign was down.
Mm-hmm.
So that, or also with there's nothing in Frontierland, why keep your signs out getting damaged?
True.
Yeah.
That's the other side of it, is with Frontierland basically coming to a pause for a little bit, for at least the year as they redo Big Thunder. So like you said, that's the biggest draw right there.
Yeah, because we know Tiana's by Adventure is not.
So why leave your signs out if no one's heading that way anyways?
Sure.
Joe, I'll give you a last comment if you want anything on this one.
It's been beaten to death, but I think Cars is lame for Frontierland.
Yes, but I still am on the side that, to me, filling in the Rivers of America is not necessarily a bad thing if it's a good idea to put there.
It's just not a good idea to put there.
That's just not a good idea. I still think we're going to go ahead and I'm going to switch this for a second.
It's not like our park where you can just you can't really touch anything because Walt touched it.
Yeah. Magic.
That's the really hard thing with Disneyland is Walt touched it. So do we change it? How do we change it? Can we change it?
Exactly.
Disney, I just want a map.
Give map, please.
Map. You gonna work? Maybe. And oh my jeebus, there it goes. Yes, I wanted to be zoomed out to Timbuktu for this. Thank you.
Yeah,
I appreciate when I picked Magic Kingdom to zoom way out to the middle of nowhere. There we go. No, see, my whole thing is, and why I'm okay with this area being filled in.
Can you orient me where we were in the pictures?
We were in that last picture. We were like right here.
Okay.
We're in this spacing here. We were facing this way.
That's closer to
we were right here.
To the right there.
Yeah, we were right here. I had to figure out where my restaurants were because this is the Hall of Presidents, so we were like right here looking in. My whole thing is, if you are at Haunted Mansion and you're trying to get the Thunder, this is a hike.
It really is.
This is so long to go.
That's
like
one thing.
for Jamie for reference, it's the rivers of America are bigger than our rivers of America.
Yeah, it's worse than when you would want to go from Winnie the Pooh to like Fantasyland and ours, because that was a
Yes.
hike too.
Yeah.
But that's the nice thing about Galaxies. It has just added a connection so you could walk around.
On top of that, the other part is the parade comes up and goes right along this route here and then cuts across. So it means this whole area here on a busy day will get backed up. So be it that we don't put the attraction here, I still think there needs to be a connection here,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like a bridge to go across or whatnot. And I mean, people talk about the riverboat. I've never seen, I mean, I haven't been there very often, to be fair. I've never seen the riverboat actually used. So, like, even if you wanted to keep the island, you just made a bridge across on both sides. I think that would be better than the current situation.
I agree.
But that's why I needed to pull that screen, was because I wanted to go ahead and get a visual reference there.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Ooh, we're not there yet.
Spoilers.
Oh, where was that from?
Oh, Vlog Mickey. I need to do that at the beginning.
Yep.
We'll get there. We'll get there.